Hello, 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 hello. It is time for another session, another episode of Tales of SEGLESIA. Hi, this is Matt, your chaotic and writer, and we are back with as I mentioned, another episode of your favorite Thursday actual play podcast featuring some fabulous role playing individuals from the Project Aurora community. Again, for any one of you who is not familiar with Project Aurora, it is a community of Dungeons and Dragons enthusiasts, dungeon masters, players. There's an entire living world surrounding this particular community. If you are not a member of the Project Aurora community, you are officially invited to join in the Discord. There is one over in chat there that I have posted. So please go check it out. It is a fantastic community. A lot of great discussion. A lot of great people in voice chat. Feel free to jump in and say hello. Of course, myself and everybody who is involved in this game, none of us will presently be in any public voice chat because we're running a game tonight. And tonight we have our usual suspects, our main five that consist of the Righteous Sacrifice, which is the name of our heroic party. A couple things that I do want to talk about. You might notice one small thing, a little thing that you might notice has appeared in my room. It is right next to my head, and it is in the form of very special art done by a friend of mine and a friend of Project Aurora. His name is Madra. Majid is his first name. And that right there, this right here, is the art that I'm referring to. This is the token art for Constance Danil, who is the head of the Vanguard in the city of SEGLESIA. And so tonight we are going to re-enter into our world located on the planet of Tahiri in the city of SEGLESIA, but more specifically in the complex of the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters, which is basically a large mages academy that is filled with various rooms, intrigue, and an untimely mind flare infestation. So without further ado, let us go to our players, say our hellos, and we can kick off the game for this evening. Hello, everybody. It's going pretty well. How are you doing? Good. What kind of what did you get for food? Gotcha. Well, I mean, that sounds good to me, especially knowing that I'm somebody who is trying to get more healthy, balanced things in my diet. So, uh, however, in regards to our players tonight, we have Black Man Inc. playing as Scoop. I mean, I will test that theory in just a moment. So, um, then we have Ambrose playing as Zug. We have Reckless Attack. Oh my god! Oh, jump scare! Holy crap! Then we have Dr. Squiggums playing as Winveer. We have Phoenix B playing as Orgoth. You know what? we have Black Man Inc. playing as Scoop.
This is the second time I've done this.
Yeah, you're correct. It is the second time you've done this. We got Ambrose playing as Zug. We have
Reckless attack.
Ah! Okay, all right, you got me. You got me this time. We have Winveer playing. I'm sorry, we got Dr. Squiggums playing as Winveer.
You got this round.
We should have Winveer playing as Dr. Squisms one day.
Yeah, I mean we can totally flip things around and have and just see what it would be like for your characters
Yes.
to play you.
Good lord, that'd be
Oh god, it's the new one.
that'd be
Angst and
so
bureaucrats.
meta.
We have Phoenix V playing as Orgoth.
Sacrifice number 2.
And then we have Magpie 18 playing as Volvari.
Glad to be back.
Fantastic. So everybody is here. We are about ready to jump into the session. As a super quick recap before I do my opening monologue, of course, everybody here is located in the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters. Specifically, you are in what is known as the Journeyman Quarters, which is the basically it is the dorm rooms of all of the first year students of the Arcanist Inquisition. And you have been compelled here to seek out a second mainly to seek out a way to get up to the Hallmaster's Spire, which is the location where Hallmaster Kendrick is located. In your past adventure, you managed to make your way into the Journeyman Quarters and begin your room-by-room search. You have encountered a number of things entering into some of these rooms so far. In particular, you have met a particular individual who has taken the form taken a much more elemental form than their original rather than their original body, and after a little bit of a fiery scrape, we're able to kind of cease fire and to figure out some information about this individual. Another one of your companions managed to enter into another room filled with chests, and we had left off right when certain things in that room were about to happen. So, if there are any questions, concerns, comments, compliments, please, first, are there any questions before we begin? I believe the answer to that would be no. Okay. The master of opening awkwardness. That is my new title for this entire stream, as a matter of fact. But hey, we're about to begin the game, so let's play some Dungeons and Dragons within Tales of SEGLESIA, episode 31, A Mage of Magical Ruin. So, allow me to kick off a little bit of music here.
I love this song.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't make it myself, but I know how to pick them.
No, you did a good job of making this song.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. Making this song happen, am I right? Anyways. Dear Diary. Well, I am alive. Despite what's happening outside, that is, I believe I have actually maximized my survival. Thanks to my experiments into channeling elemental transfiguration into sources of wild magic, I am now a fire elemental. No doubt this brazier, sighted by 2 continual flames, will sustain this form without adding any additional fuel from the outside for some time. By my estimations, based upon the deposited volume of kerosene and magical input from these flames, I estimate it will be about 5 to 6 months before becoming, well, extinguished. Yeah. Over the course of that time, while I am, sealed in this room, I surely will begin to shrink in form, which is expected. In which case, I am prone not to use any magic that I don't have to, except to preserve my life in the event of somebody potentially coming through that door. And aside from that, writing this journal entry with a bit of mage hand. This room is going to become it's going to become very, very familiar to me over the next few months. It will be quite lonely, especially since I can't really move. Well, I would have actually placed reading material in front of me, and actually I attempted to do just that, but the experiment was a bit explosive. It burned almost all of my books, including my petition to the hallmaster about the name Journeyman, changing the term to first tiers in order to sort of offset the patriarchal standard. No doubt I should be safe in here. But just thinking about this whole, thinking about what's happening outside, it's terrible. I'm glad to have, tried to do what I could to save, save people from being endangered in the hallways, and hopefully everybody else has been able to figure out some way to secure themselves. And I know with my inclination towards avoiding conflict that I probably wouldn't have been all that good at standing outside for too long. In a way, I'm glad that the walls are silenced. I don't think I could bear knowing what's happening out there, though the thoughts of it will clearly torment me. In the meantime, perhaps I'll try to play a game with myself. Think of some sort of riddles or puzzles that I was told in the past by one of my classmates that I wasn't able to figure out before. There's all sorts of things a person can do with their mind. But I have to admit that I'm going to get quite sick of this room in time. I've read that one has a habit of losing a track of time after a while. But with some luck, somebody, this disaster, and knowing the kind of brave people, the heroic individuals that do inhabit parts of this world, no doubt somebody will find a way to take care of this infestation. Somebody will find a way to, get here, and hopefully somebody will open that door and this will all be over. Or one of them, mind flayers, will open up that door, and that might be the end of me. In any case, I'll try not to think too hard about it. At the very least, if somebody finds this place after 6 months, they will have read this journal and know that I, did the best I could for my classmates and tried to help them in their time of need, both in the past and now. Sincerely, Kester Bramble. P.S. I will do what I can to protect myself. Hopefully, my sincere hope is that if somebody does open up that door and it manages to get the best of my judgment, that, I hope nobody gets hurt. And if anybody does get hurt, well, I hope they can forgive me for my actions. It is a trying time right now. But one must remain positive. One must remain vigilant. This is a journal that that one of you has noticed in the room as other individuals have been communicating with Kester Bramble. At present, Kester Bramble is within a lantern. Kester has reduced in size from the moment that you had opened the door after two attempts with Fireball. You notice that Kester has shrunken in size enough to be placed inside of a lantern. At this very moment, we return to the scene of where our adventure had left off, which is, again, in the Journeyman Quarters. As I activate the scene. While the map may look a little confusing, the image of the happy fire elemental in the center is actually part of the map, which is a little challenging. So I'm gonna put this decal here just to put it out of sight and retcon that part of the ceiling fell in. And this individual here will actually represent Kester Bramble. In a moment, as all of you are in this room, not all of you, but a chunk of you are in this room, some of you see from the corner of your eye as Bala is looking over the edge of the balcony, looking out and looking down. You notice as it seems like something has grabbed him and has flipped him over the edge. And he is no longer in sight. So what does everybody say and what does everybody do as they notice this?
What the fuck?
He's looking around.
All right. Zug, as you are looking down to where Bala had apparently dropped, your gut lurches for a moment, you know, that a companion of yours has completely fallen off the edge. However, while you are expecting to see Bala hanging on for dear life, it's actually not Bala.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Valvari, much like in certain circumstances before, the forces of destiny, in particular the force of the Keeper, who is not present nowadays, those portals are still opening and closing in the same way that they have before. In this particular moment, you feel like you have been thrown through a portal at the exact same moment that somebody else right next to you has fallen into one, and you have instinctively grabbed out, and you are latching on to the edge of what appears to be a balcony of some sort. And as you take a quick glance down, you realize that you are quite high up in the air.
Holy fucking shit. Nope. And I try to scramble up over the edge.
All right. In which case, athletics check.
Oh, good
Zug
lord.
is going to
Acrobat.
assist her. Zug is going to try to help.
Okay, with advantage.
Can it be acrobatics or that-
Climbing. It's climbing, so I would say athletics.
oh god damn it. Why?
Have advantage.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Well,
So Zug, you are reaching out to grab for Valvari's hand, but it is just slipping out of reach.
is she falling?
Oh, no. Val has not climbed up over, but Val is still hanging there.
Why are you still hanging, Horn Woman?
Little help, buddy.
What? What'd you say? Help?
Fucking help me.
Zug is processing.
Okay. Okay.
And I try to go help her, I guess.
All right, so yeah, you go
Oh,
ahead
well,
and roll an athletics check then.
Zug rolls?
Yes, Zug roll independently, just one, not advantage, just an athletics roll.
Yeah, that will do.
Boom. Yeah, that will do. So you managed to. Well, actually, let us know how you do this.
Zug with one arm just grabs her and plops her over here. Walks towards the center of the room.
Okay.
Hey guys, Letmans gave up on us. Hard Woman back. Good night.
I can't pass by the wall.
Oh yeah, sorry. Boom. What do the other two of you do as you are sort of standing there and watching?
I just pull out my flute and nonchalantly just look at Val. I was like, welcome back. We're just about to take a quick break. You mind joining us?
Yeah, sure, why not? Trouble just follows you guys fucking everywhere, doesn't it?
Much, yeah.
You get used to it after a while.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, we have a new friend.
Oh,
I
Oh,
hold up the lantern.
hello.
it talks. Oh god, okay.
I mean, I do more than just talk. As well, I mean, this isn't the real. This is my real form. This is just who I am right now. Wow, a pleasure to meet you. My name is Kester Bramble.
Nice to meet you. My name's Val.
Excellent. So now that we are all acquainted here, well, I mean, there was one other with you, I think.
Yeah, he I think yeah. That swap places, I think.
Are you talking about the one over the window, or are you talking about the satyr?
I think he's talking about Scoop.
Oh.
Probably.
Well, I don't know what happened to your other friend. It looks like, oh dear. Hopefully he's all right. He took maybe took a bit of a fall.
He's
Oh.
used to falling down massive fucking drops.
Well, in which case I won't question. But I was actually referring to your satyr friend.
Oh yeah, fuck, where's Scoop?
I don't know. He just wandered off. He didn't come inside, and all of us are a little bit, I guess you can say, scorched.
Yeah, you look a little bit like shit, not gonna lie.
Yeah, we almost
like it.
died thanks to the fire. And he almost killed my apprentice too. He loves killing children.
Kid, you almost died?
I'm sorry. I said I was sorry. I'm trying. I don't know. Listen, I promise I will make it up to you. I will make it my personal vow to do whatever it is that is possible to make it up to you. I just I'm a little preoccupied with my size, and
You will have to join Morgus. Yeah.
Are you very strong, fireman?
I am, well, in my original form isn't, I wouldn't say is like brawny, but magic wise, I would say that I am quite astute when it comes. Well, astute, is that the proper word? I'm quite adept when it comes
fuck is
to
that?
adept.
It means he's very
Skillful.
good at magic.
Good
Skillful.
at magic.
Yes, what she said.
Are you good at fire though?
He is fire.
I mean, in my present form, but particularly, but I guess I don't know what you're trying to get at.
Matt, I
Yep.
think I made the same question in the last session, but can I ascertain like his mastery of the elements with the knowledge I have of manipulating the elements myself?
I would say that is I would say that if because of your particular specialization, your subclass, if while you are not proficient in Arcana for this role, I would say you can roll advantage with Arcana.
Thank you.
Or nature. It's up to you. I'll flavor
Ooh,
it
nature,
depending
nature.
upon what version you take.
Oh, I'll use my my 1d4 inspo.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
I
do
have a full-blown inspo. Wait, did I use that, guys, and forget to update it? The full reroll that Sensei gave me last session? I don't think I used
I'm
it.
trying to remember if that
I don't think
was
so.
used for protection purposes. I don't remember, but
I think he used it.
we'll give it a. I'll let you have one. Yeah,
Okay, it's a full reroll.
and then we'll just remember that's the use.
Oh yeah, sorry guys, I always write it down, but I didn't for some reason. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Makes
With
sense,
a
actually.
with a 12, I mean, this small fireman's is very peculiar to you. You've never seen somebody turn themselves into like a fire elemental. This occurs to you as somebody who must be quite adept at elemental magic, or like changing themselves into something else. That to you seems like quite, like it would be quite a talent. The nature skill check flavor of that is essentially that you are aware that there are elementals of all different forms. And that fire, of course, is the most, one would say the destructive because of the nature of fire. And you may factor that into your personal decisions towards what you had alluded to just a moment ago. That, guess the question is, does the destructiveness of fire factor into what you were thinking?
Zug looks down on him, crouches a little bit, starts patting the flame a little bit, and he's just like, oh.
Oh, elemental mans. Zug elemental mans too. You're gonna teach Zug to be stronger and bigger.
Well, I mean,
otherwise you kill children.
Hey, so I'm going. Listen, it takes time for me to build up, to build my size up again, as I understand it from this variation of elemental. I just need fuel to do that, but it's not going to be instantaneous, so it will be a little bit of time.
Want me to give you fire?
Wait, you have fire?
Yeah, do you remember me entering the room and fire dancing around me and you threw a fucking fireball in my face?
And killed a kid.
Like what?
And almost kill a kid.
Stop that! I said I was sorry. Listen, okay, yeah, like that happened literally a moment ago. I don't think I would forget that.
Would that fire feed you, make you stronger, man, so you can teach Zug?
Well, if fire doesn't necessarily, is not necessarily fuel for fire. I would need like fuel. I would need like something to burn, like
body of a screaming child.
Like organic.
Fucking monster.
At this point, you're actually gonna see the flame that is Kester Bramble inside of the lantern. The interesting thing is that when you look into the flame, you do literally see like an elementary form of eyes and mouth. It is not like a humanoid face. It is sort of cartoonish in nature. However, as you say this last part, you see the face completely dissipate and it turns into a normal flame.
I go over with him. It's like, it's okay, It's okay, Kester. They do this a lot. It's more of an endearing terms with them. It's just give it a little while. They'll unironically guard you.
Yeah, it's a sign of affection. If we didn't give a shit, we wouldn't say jack shit.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Orcs do that all the time.
Worth taking the piss out of.
Is all you hear as the flame just kind of puffs a little bit. And it still looks like a normal flame.
It's okay, Sir Child Killer. You will become a follower of Mogus. And we will forget the matter.
Yeah, I agree, actually.
Yeah, don't you get so hot-headed, Jesus.
At this moment...
Not? It's okay, Kester. I'm still here with you.
While this is going on, we have something separate happening in a separate room. So, Scoop.
Oh yeah, we're making fire puns. Scoop's dying.
Scoop. As a general recap, kind of coming into the position that you are now where you are standing, please let us know what you say and what you do coming up to the point of where we had left off.
So before or after he realized they're all mimics?
Before. Basically, I'm not saying yes, so it's just kind of replay us the last few moments.
So just so everyone knows, Scoop didn't get hit by either of those fireballs. So he left to keep on exploring the rooms in this area because he specifically wanted to get to, I don't remember the room right now. I think it was like room 32. And us just sitting here, Scoop is a very impatient person. So he went to explore different rooms, and he found the room of the guy who was being a creep, ended up taking a piss on his pillow, and rewriting his quote-unquote love note, and then kept exploring rooms. And as he went to explore this next room filled with chests, he thought that this might have been the room of someone who's been stealing from all the students here. So he looked around to see if there was any thieves' cants or clues in terms of maybe who's been in this room. And when he couldn't find anything, he decided to help himself to see what's in one of the chests. And as he did so, the chest was very sticky, and he just barely managed to get his hand away from the chest before it clamped down to try to bite him. And he's currently looking around as he is about to draw one of his swords, prepare for a fight as these chests are starting to move and come to life.
Absolutely. And so, as you have just said and as you have just witnessed, Scoop, having withdrawn his hand from the surface of one of the chests, moments before teeth try to clamp down upon you, you notice that chest, there is a series of grotesque looking there's a series of grotesque and sharp looking teeth grinning at you. And as the mouth opens, a tongue begins to wag out and flap. There is a sense of drool, this sort of noxious saliva like slime dripping off, signaling a hunger that this creature has, and knowing that a source of food has arrived nearby. Let's make sure I can actually play this song again if it'll let me. Oh, yeah, there we go. As you notice that one in particular appears before you, this one looking much like the sort of mimic that you may have seen within pages in a book. It is a prototypical mimic with many eyes, terrible looking teeth, and the appearance of insatiable hunger. However, around you, you notice that there are other such mimics that appear. However, they are different in nature. While slightly different, they seem to indicate that they are not a completely homogeneous sort. That there are mimics of different sizes and shapes, as it were. The next one that you see appear is a mimic that pops up, tendrils growing out of it to become like arms with large, muscular bulges coming out of each arm. That this chest, larger than the first one, looks to be one that is well, as I adjust the size of it a little bit here, looks to be brutish. And perhaps one that you probably don't want to get into an arm wrestle with. A third one that appears is one that spawns multiple tendrils. But these tendrils don't look like... They don't look fleshy, and they don't look like a tongue or like arms. They look like vines. And the mouth out of the top appears to be almost that of a Venus flytrap. This one resembling vegetation. The fourth one, different from the first three, begins to rumble. And for a moment in time, you do feel the same sort of malice, the same sort of menace emanate from the first three. However, this one takes a different tone altogether. While clearly a threat in the room, seems like something is not quite right with this last mimic. It's not. It does not fit the ideal of a prototypical mimic from what you may have seen in a book or two. Rather, this one sort of pops up out of its place. And while it sticks its tongue out and a large, voluminous eye appears at the top, it seems less ferocious and hungry. While hungry it might be, it seems more excited. And with that, we are, in fact, going to roll into initiative. And I will be adding all four of them separately to the initiative tracker. At this moment in time, Scoop, do you call out with a free action, or do you engage within the or do you engage within the round?
You probably, I mean, if this is all happening at once, Scoop is probably not calling out to anyone, because it kind of like with books, he's like, these are just stupid chests. But he does want to get out of here. So he's sort of looking and trying to make his escape plan, but probably right off the bat, he would not be yelling. If I'm being honest.
Gotcha. In which case, go ahead and roll into initiative. And you do go first.
Well, perfect. That is exactly... okay, I got something interesting. So, as I mentioned, Scoop doesn't actually yell out. He kind of looks at the one that had his hand. He looks at the large one with a hand and all the weird different ones. And you see his eyes start to glow for a little bit. Almost as if this is all part of the plan and he's just lucky to get out of this alive. And what it looks like he's going to go for his sword, he actually doesn't go for his sword. He goes for something else in his pocket, and he pulls out this pouch, and it looks like a pouch full of marbles, actually.
Oh, interesting.
And as he goes to pull them out, he is going to bonus action disengage from the one right here.
Okay.
And kind of get to this door. And he never closed the door, so as he goes through the door, he kind of looks in there, and he's going to use his action to drop these ball bearings right at the door here.
Before you do that,
sure thing.
As you step from just inside the door to just out of the door, the vegetation mimic manages to attempt to throw attempt to throw its tendrils within its 10-foot reach as an attack of opportunity. So we will see what the result of that is.
The disengage doesn't stop that?
Oh no, you're right. I'm a dope and I don't listen correctly. You are right. You are disengaging from the entire thing, not just from one
good. I didn't know if he had something special. Bonus action was used to disengage as my bonus action, and I'm using my action to use my item that I have of ball bearings.
Excellent.
And I'm going to scatter them right in the doorway, as Scoop says to himself, "Stupid chest, probably can't even get around a simple trap." And I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but basically, if they pass by it, I cover a square area that is 10 feet, and anyone passing through it just needs a DC 10 dexterity saving throw, or they fall prone. And as he does that, I move to 10. I can move 5. Let's see, I'm trying to just move another. Okay, sorry, it's lagging a little bit.
Okay.
It's 20, and he's heading back to where everyone is at. And once he gets to like the hallway, jeez, it is like lagging. So it's 30. Scoop can move 35 feet. So as he gets to this part of the hallway, Scoop is going to call out, "Hey, if anyone's in here, I'm being attacked by chests. And I know I said books are dumb, but these chests are just as dumb, and they're coming to eat me. I need help."
All right. And just like that, all of you hear Scoop yell out and are able to join into initiative. So allow me to add everybody separately into initiative. Go ahead and roll your initiative. You end up going higher than Scoop, although that's not likely because he rolled a 20. Then I will have you play next. Well, there you go. We have another 20.
I just want to say,
yep,
I got advantage on initiative rolls, and I'm always last.
It be like that sometimes.
All right. So, Scoop, is that going to make for your turn?
That's my total movement, my action, my bonus action. That's my turn.
Excellent. In which case, we move it forward. Val, you have heard the cry of Scoop, alerting everybody to the existence of, I guess, hungry chests. What is it that you say, and what is it that you do? You might be muted.
Yes, I was. So you go, oh, for fuck's sake, and I try to run out the door.
All right. Also, I feel happy that I have to say I feel happy that it's not just me that forgets to just hit the button before I start talking. So I apologize that I keep doing that, but. All right, so you move.
Or is it just they're like in the other room?
There's so much teeth. There's so many teeth, Val. Wait, Val, what are you doing here?
Oh,
wait, don't answer that rhetorical question. I'm being chased by chests. Help.
Are they chasing you? The fuck's happening?
I mean, I can stick around, but they're behind me. Put it like this: if someone comes in the hallway and they don't look as good as me, shoot them.
Valid. And I just kneel down and ready with my gun to open fire.
Okay, so you're going to prepare an action to fire as soon as something comes around the corner? All right, excellent.
That doesn't look as good as me.
That doesn't look as good as you. That's the condition.
And the guy turns out, it is 40 feet exactly, that corridor, so I'm going to have my sniper.
Excellent. That sounds fantastic. So that will be your readied action. In which case, we are going to move it forward to Draco Robshaw, which case I will allow Phoenix V to go ahead and control Draco and determine what Draco does.
What the fuck did Draco roll?
A 19.
He's a child wonder.
It really is. Jesus, I've been underestimating this child.
Can Orgoth have a reaction?
Orgoth having a reaction to what in particular?
Well, he'll mostly tell Draco to stay here.
Oh, I mean, yeah, free actions are fine.
Alright. Stay here, boy. You're injured. I don't want you dead.
All right, and so therefore, is your goal to keep Draco, Robshaw just completely where they're at right now?
You.
Okay. In which case, Draco remains there. And we move it onward to the muscle mimic. Nobody can see it from here. However, with the door open, you hear a bunch of thunks as it seems like there's a lot of commotion happening in this room. There's a lot of movement taking place. A lot of hopping, a lot of navigating with whatever appendages that these creatures have. And one of them is going to move forward with a large thunk, and a large thunk, and a large thunk, and a thunk, and they're going to have to roll dexterity saving throw, which is a 13. I believe that being above 10. Those ball bearings aren't really going anywhere, though. So those ball bearings will stay there. And you'll just thunk over them. 1, 2, 3, 4. What you do notice is that the muscle mimic is carrying something above its head. You literally see a chest, a large chest, carrying a small chest.
Chestception.
Yes. And they move 5, 6, and that will trigger Valvari's. That will trigger Valvari's attack. So go ahead and target and fire with your sniper rifle.
Oh, he's in view. Brilliant. Okay.
He's in view. Absolutely.
Phenomenal. Fuck me now. God. Fucking damn it.
All right. That is going to miss, unfortunately.
Yep.
Since this monster is aware of everybody. With that said, what they're going to do is they're going to take this chest and they are going to chuck it. They're going to chuck it one. Oh, that's the wrong one. They're going to chuck it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's.
And you are actually going to see as it flies, as it flies in the air, it actually begins to take the form of the standard mimic. And it flies well over the head of Scoop and lands right here. And that is
Wonderful.
That is its ability. It moved 6. It's not able to move any more. So that's going to be its turn. It is now Windveer Pendragon's turn.
Alright. Like, alright. Give me a quick second as I kind of strap our good friend Kester onto my waist. Move out. See it? Of course. Look over at Val.
I'm not having a good day with my guns lately. Jesus. You're close to death, buddy. You sure you want to fucking put yourself in the line of fire?
That's why I have you.
Fucking dick.
What?
Yeah, what do we just talk about? It's a sign of I don't know, companionship. Apparently that's what the fucking taking the piss at you is. Just fucking hit them.
Well, calm down. As I cast, if I'm able to, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on this on the standard mimic.
All right.
And I'm gonna say its wood is made of. It's like you couldn't even be made of real wood. You're made of plywood.
Well, I mean, interesting. Mimics don't understand any language. However, it, given that Vicious Mockery is something that is psychic, it feels a wave of judgment to its being that it is a mimic by definition. It is something that is not good enough to be the form that it takes, and it growls out in refute to this, but not before taking 4 damage to its little psyche.
Look back at Val. Well, I'll take my leave. You have fun. I go back to my original spot.
Yeah. Go polish nails.
All right.
I would, but yours need to be trimmed.
Is that going to be Winveer Pendragon's turn?
Yes.
All right, we're going to move it to Orgoth. It is now your turn.
Orgoth will pretty much move to the door, to the chest, and he'll target the one that's armed with a chromatic orb at level 4.
All right. So you decide to cast Chromatic Orb at level 4. What element are you using for Chromatic Orb?
It'll be fire.
Fire.
If my cast works.
All right. So let's see what happens. If your cast works, as a matter of fact, make sure to target your foe, because I believe it is a targeted spell. So that is 25, which will absolutely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
The arms.
And you are attacking the muscle mimic, or are you attacking the standard mimic?
Muscle one.
The muscle mimic. Okay. Fire damage, level 4. That is 24 damage. As this chromatic orb of molten, of molten substance and fire propels through the air, again right over Scoop's hair, but just missing the bulk of his hair. But you probably have a word or two about fire getting anywhere near your hair as it flies past and strikes into the muscle mimic. And you see the muscle mimic burst into a moment of flames as it roars out. Being dealt 24 damage.
And then Orgoth will look at Val and go, well, the rest is up to you.
Gee, thanks.
You got it, girl.
It seems through some levels of minor respite or instruction, or some half-assed encouragement. You are basically being compelled to take care of it for a bunch of people who are hurting pretty badly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just that seems to be how this is going.
All right. Orgoth, is that your turn?
Yep, that's it for my turn.
Okay. We move it to another mimic.
Damn it.
You hear more thunking. However, this seems to be at a higher frequency, and it seems to be lighter in tone. It's more of a thump, 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 3, 4, 5.
I just got back. Did any of them have to make deck saves?
Who needs to make deck saves?
Oh,
This one does need to make it.
it.
Yeah, this one does need to make a deck save. Saving throw. They're going to succeed as they go over it. And this mimic is going to move over there. And you're going to see this mimic sort of hop up and down, all excited. Like, it's dinner time. It's dinner time. Thus far, it seems like this one has the most personality. And that is going to be their turn. And we're going to move it to Zug.
Zug's gonna step outside. And how big is this mofo?
Well, let me tell you. For a chest, it is quite large. You could fit into the chest.
Zug, that one has the most loot. Go get him.
You can see a smile on Zug's face as he starts Naruto running and wind raging at the same time, so he looks as fast as possible. Let me just...
You would just smell like grog. Naruto running's the funniest fucking thing.
All right. So does that mean you're running past the standard mimic over to the muscle mimic?
Oh yeah, I'm taking that.
You're gonna take that attack of opportunity?
Let me just see how okay, it's 15. Yeah.
So that would be 40.
And I'm going to use my is it a bonus action or let me just take a read if I can use aggressive here. Oh, it's a bonus action. Never mind. That's where I'm stopping actually. Then
okay. You do find yourself.
I thought I could move more.
Well, you do find yourself next to a mimic. So if you do have a attack that you want to,
what's Zug attack him? Yeah. Why not?
Small man's Zug punch small. What the fuck is this? First, then punch big ones.
Is the noise it makes as you stand over it. So go ahead and throw down your aurora!
Recklessly.
25 is what you do.
Let me take a look if my formula's right. Yep. 14 damage.
That is going to be 14 damage as you take your fist and you basically do a hook across across the side of the chest, much like you are boxing a chest. But this one, it definitely has more of a fleshy texture than than the wood and the banded metal that its appearance takes on.
You feel weird.
And he's following it with an uppercut. 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
10 more damage.
All right. As you deal 10 more damage, your punch comes up and manages to sort of accordion the top end of the chest form that the mimic takes on, and the top begins to just kind of bob up and down in the recoil of your strike.
But while Zug is doing this, even though this thing doesn't have eyes, Zug is giving him the boxing eyes, the boxing look.
Sort of like a "I'm coming for you next" kind of look.
Oh yeah, he's focused on the big man.
All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, so that is your turn. So we now have the other mimic. As you hear a thunk, and they roll a dexterity saving throw. This one will also succeed. It looks like all of them have succeeded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As this one is going to take its plant-like tendrils and is going to lash out with its pseudopod attack at Scoop. 17. Does that hit?
Oh, that hits.
All right. In which case, they deal 8 damage, and as part of its attack, let's see. Object form. It's not completely as an object, but it is a mimic. So it is just going to do a normal attack. It's not going to adhesive to your skin. And that is going to be its turn, I think. And then we're going to go to the standard mimic, and the standard mimic standing right up to our friend Zug is going to lash out and try to strike you for advantage. That will be successful, and is going to deal 5 damage to you.
We round it down, right? So it's still damage?
Because you are raging still?
Yeah.
Yep, round it down, so that'd be 2 damage. And that is going to be their turns. Now we're going to start at the top again with Scoop.
I guess Scoop, seeing now he has a little bit of help, feels a little bit more comfortable, and he is going to take out his blade and attack the one that just attacked him.
All right. Go right ahead and return the strike. With the Mind Blade, you lay down a strike and it hits true.
I'm gonna find out what loot you have inside of you.
All right. With a total of 10 damage, that is to say 1d6 from slashing and 3 plus 3 plus 1d6 from the psychic aspect.
He will also sneak attack it by, I guess, cutting a little bit of its tongue off. Yeah, because he doesn't have an ally nearby. Extra 12 points of damage for the sneak attack.
Excellent. So that is an extra 12 points of damage.
And because he made an attack, he's going to now move away without taking an opportunity attack from that guy.
All right.
And he will offhand attack this chest right here with his dagger as a bonus action.
All right.
Assume a 10 is going to miss.
10 will miss.
Okay. Because he attacked him as well, he is going to then move past him, and he is going to stand in front of Val, and that's going to be his turn.
All right.
Cheers.
Okay. Well, in which case, that will be your turn, and we will move it forward to Val.
Val's gonna back up 30 feet. There. And is then gonna shoot this one here.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
That is going to hit. So feel free to lay down your damage. That is a total of 19, and that is upon the standard mimic right next to Zug. Is that correct?
I was wanting to either go for either the standard or this one here, like the one.
If you go for the one for Zug, you'll get sneak attack as well, though.
Oh, that's very true. In that case, yeah, I'll go for one by Zug and I'll do sneak attack damage on top of it.
All right. Roll your sneak attack damage.
What would be... How many dice for sneak attack damage again?
We're at 4d6.
46, brilliant. Oh wait, no, wrong dice. Fuck off.
All right. In which case,
That's a lot.
what do you imagine this looks like as you look down the sight, aim directly at the standard mimic and fire?
So aiming literally just... How tall are the mimics? Are they like hip height, or are they quite tall?
They're gonna be they're gonna be hip height, but
So
they are hopping up and down as they move.
Yeah. Skimming literally just past, just below Scoop's like hip around there. You can feel it go past you, the bullet, just skid past. Will hit the mimic and it blows up its tongue inside of its mouth as it's kind of like boring at Scoop and Zug.
All right. The bullet hits like a sledgehammer as you notice that there is almost a complete combustion from where the bullet hits. The tongue flies out as the rest of the fleshy mass begins to almost collapse upon itself and become amorphous. As it's coming down from its hop, it collides into the ground, into this mess, almost as if there was a chest there that was deflated, and it begins sinking into the ground. Not into the ground, but begins flattening. As it does, though, its mouth widens open, and there will be treasure as a result. But of course, I will be rolling the treasure as soon as everything is completed.
I'll just cock the gun, so you hear the gun cock as she's getting ready for the next shot.
All right.
Yeah, who wants next? I got friends.
Excellent. Is that going to complete your turn, Valvari?
I think that'll do it. I don't think I'll let her shoot twice in a go.
Okay. So we bring it to Draco Robshaw. Your order is for him to just stay there and don't move an inch.
Now he has a different order, so...
Okay.
Okay, boy. Go out. Throw your hand axe. Get back in.
Go ahead and if you want me to control him, I can. If you want to control him, you may.
I think you should control.
Okay. He is going to take out his hand axe, and he is going to have a big grin on his face. He's like, "Watch this!" And he's going to step right past Windveer. 1, 2, 3. He's probably not going to be able to come back in this turn unless he tries to throw from here. So I guess it's up to you. Does he throw from here, or does he get closer?
Yeah, he can throw with disadvantage.
All right, so he will throw with disadvantage then. As he like takes it, he's like, yeah, and he chucks it, and it just falls down the hallway, and he scurries back in, and he looks over to Orgoth, and he just shrugs.
You didn't get him, boy. That's all right. You always have next time.
Looking a little too sure of himself, he's gonna take his hands. He's gonna motion as if he's like cracking his knuckles, but he's too young, and his his cartilage isn't like that, so he's just sort of pretending. And that's gonna be Draco's turn. All right. Then we move it to the muscle mimic. The larger of the mimics is going to move over here. 1, 2, 3. Is definitely going to be looking over to Zug in particular. Is going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
Yeah.
and is going to do a pseudopod attack as an attempt at a grapple. In which case, trying to remember if you reckless attacked last turn.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right. Well,
Oh, this is a new turn, right? I haven't gone yet, so he doesn't have an advantage.
okay. I think in either case that doesn't hit.
It's a 14. Oh, first one was a 2. No.
Yep. Tries to do that, but since it is right next to you, it is going to try to follow it up with a bite attack. That is going to be a 22. Which is going to be 9 damage. As you notice, the large opening of this thing pops open, and you can hear the sound "Ha!" as its mouth begins to chop down on your leg for 9 damage.
I'm gonna hit you so fucking hard.
All right, and that is going to make for its turn. So we move it forward to Windveer Pendragon.
All right. Block out again. See the large mimic. See the muscle mimic. Just looks back. Looks back at Orgoth. Looks back at Draco. Looks back at the mimic. And I'm going to do is use a bonus action Bardic Inspiration on the Zuggy boys.
All right.
As I pull up my flute, go do 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 do. Look back at the mimic, and then just look at it and just go and just basically in his mind, he just hears your arms noodly.
Your arms noodly.
Just stop caring at this point. Wait, feelings. For 5. Back.
You see its body sort of like contort a little bit, as if it's looking at either of its arms, almost as if there is a sense of doubt. And it is dealt 5 damage.
I can look back at the other two and just go, they're fine. If they really need help, they'll yell.
You just scream, sure, they're fine.
All right. Next up, it is going to be Orgoth's turn.
Well, I'll use Blade Song as my bonus action.
All right.
Or, well, Blood Singing. Now my AC should be like 19.
I believe that's correct.
Then I'll pretty much repeat what I did last time, just on the other mimic.
All right. Is that going to be...
I'll leave the armed one on for Zug, so it'll be 3rd level though this time.
Is that a chromatic orb?
Yep.
What level?
3rd.
3rd level. Also with fire damage.
Yep.
Okay. In which case you hit. So please roll your damage. And again, this is towards the vegetation mimic, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
That can do much.
Right. As another ball of flame strikes into the vegetation mimic, and it yells out in pain. Excellent.
And then Orgoff will look at Zog and be, "You got this, big boy."
Thank you, Argoff
And he goes
man.
All right, that's going to be your turn.
Yep.
Okay. It is time for the excited misfit mimic. As this one is going to bounce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one is going to hop up and down very excitedly. And looking at you, Zug, it is going to put effort into its next bounce as it crouches down and then leaps up into the air and tries to bite and tries to latch onto your arm as an attempt at a grapple. Which 14,
Nope.
Nope, 14's not going to succeed.
15 AC. Got a
All
shield,
right.
baby.
And because they are right next to you, they are going to attempt to attack just without the grapple. 14's not going to work either.
Nope.
Okay, that's going to be his turn. And now it is Zug.
Zug is going to look at the. He's not gonna even acknowledge. I imagine this mimic over here is very smaller compared to this one, right?
Yes. So between all of the mimics you've seen, you are facing the largest and the smallest.
Okay, so Zug's not paying attention at all at the smallest one. He looks at the tattoo Scoop gave him, and he activates it. And now you can see like this eldritch energy starting to meddle with the elemental wind energy. So Zug is like a purple cyclone right now. And
Awesome.
He dishes out 2 haymakers at the big boy.
All right. Lay down your strikes, and we'll see what happens. 25 will hit. Is that recklessly?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Always.
With
18
18 damage. And then the second attack is a 23, which hits. For 14 damage. This individual here appears to have multiple dents into its form. And the thing is that as you strike it, one punch after another, you can feel its fleshy body give way to your strikes. But it seemed that each time it reformed itself back into the form of a chest. However, this time, it doesn't seem to be doing that completely. The dents that you're making are such that it's not able to reconstitute its form. So it looks like a completely distorted, bent out of shape chest, and does not look like it would take many more hits, if even just one. All right.
Are you really big? Are you an illusion? Weak man.
And that's my turn.
All right. Okay, so this mimic, the vegetation mimic, is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and from their distance, they're actually going to try to strike at Scoop from where they're located, and they're going to attempt a grapple with their pseudopod attack. 12 will probably not be successful, which it is.
Yeah, that will miss. Scoop kind of sees the grapple as he got hit by it before and deflects it away with his dagger and says, "No, not this time. I'm not into that with chest."
All right. It is going to use the rest of its turn. Let's see, it moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. However, it does have a cunning action as a unique creature. So
Wait, no, that's cheating.
Let's see. Disengaging is only... Oh, yeah. So actually it would be using the dash action instead of disengaging, so you'd get an attack of opportunity as it moved away.
I'll take it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Shit.
All right, that is going to hit. Deal your damage with the Mind Blade as you strike it for 10. This vegetation mimic is going to...
he still gets sneak attack damage.
All right. Go ahead and roll sneak attack damage.
Extra 11.
Nice.
11.
Oh, tell me that's enough.
Nope.
Damn it!
This thing is barely hanging on. And it looks like just a mess of just deformity. Like something like you put a firecracker inside of a chest that was made with Play-Doh. It just looks grotesque. However, it is close enough with its with its reach to do one more attempt at a pseudopod grapple. That is a 17.
Damn.
All right. You presently, moving you just forward, you are grappled by this thing, although it does not look like it has a lot of life left. You feel you're like entangled in just like chunks and like strips of the putty-like fleshiness that this thing is. And that is going to be its turn. And then the standard mimic is gone, so I got to remove that. Remove combatant. And then it is now Scoop's turn.
Scoop, little help, buddy.
I'm already on it. Scoop is going to... Hold on, I just need to measure this out. This is 25? Okay. So I think from here... No? Okay, I have to move up 10 more feet. So he's going to move 10 feet, and he is going to throw his dagger at this mimic.
All right. Go ahead and throw your dagger.
Oh, shit.
That is going to miss, unfortunately.
All right. You want this the hard way? Fine. Scoop will go up then the rest of the way and offhand attack it then.
All right. Perform an offhand attack. That is going to succeed with a 24. Hey, if you want to roll to see how much you overkill, that is up to you. However, what does this look like?
Oh yeah, the more dice the better. But as Scoop kind of throws his dagger, he realizes he throws it a little too wide, and he's gonna need to retrieve it from the back stone wall. He's like, "Oh God, fine. I was trying to go for more than one kill, but you want it nice and personal. You got it, buddy." And he kind of jumps over like on the wall and kind of jumps down as he comes slashing through the back of it. Let go of me, lady. And he wants to cut it in half with his blade.
All right. Your blade comes down from whatever form this was from the beginning. You know that with the weird entangled form that it is in, that one decisive strike, top down, will sever all of its its deformed puttiness into two. And so cutting straight down with the mind blade. A purple streak can be seen through the air as this thing is cut down, and all of those tendrils that try to wrap around your wrists and pull you in begin falling off of your wrists, Val, as this thing just collapses and just deflates upon the ground.
Amazing.
Dead.
As he does that, he gives a slight bow to Val. It's still a bit more to go. I still have 10 more. No, I have 15 more feet of movement because I can move 35, right? Nope, I have 10. So after that, he will move 10 feet back, and that's my turn.
All right. In which case, we move it to Val.
Okay. Val is going to aim for this one here with the big eye.
Excellent. That is going to hit.
Oh, fuck yeah. Lucia shouts over to Scoop, "Cheers, my lovely." Cocks the gun and then shoots it right over his shoulder, where it literally just, but part of his head just flies off because it got nicked slightly, then aims directly at the mixed eye. Would I get sneak attack damage for this since Zug's next to him? Or no, this is just normal?
I believe it would just be normal. Oh, 23. As your bullet pierces through, did you shoot directly at the eye, or did you shoot?
Yeah, right at the eye.
All right. While the eye is representative of an actual eye, you do see this just kind of like hole in the, this hole in the eye as your bullet cuts right through and blows out the back of it, and there's just this whole chunk of the matter that the mimic is made out of, just fleshy chunks shooting out the back. And you hear a little dismayed screech as this strike is made.
Brilliant. And my turn there.
Okay. Draco Robshaw.
Same strategy.
Same strategy.
Go for it, boy.
He takes out the second one. He's like, okay, this is my last one. Let's go. Step out 1, 2, 3. Choosing a target. High will be the misfit. Low will be the muscle. High will be the misfit. Taking the hand axe. And I do believe hand axe range is 20. If I'm correct. I'm not actually saying that right here. 20 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so that is within range. That is a normal strike. That is going to hit for 10 damage. As Draco Robshaw takes this axe and chucks it through the air as it flies through the air and sticks right into the tongue of the misfit mimic. Even more so than the screech before, you hear this loud yell as the thing jumps up and down in pain as this blade is cutting into its tongue, and it's just wagging its body left and right as if trying to get rid of this hand axe from its tongue. And in the meantime, you actually see Draco Robshaw do the Macaulay Culkin Home Alone thing where he takes his fist and he's like, yes! And then he runs back in. And he puts his hands up with high fives to Orgoth.
Attaboy! And he does the high five as well.
Excellent. So that is Draco Robshaw's turn. It's now time for the Muscle Mimic. The Muscle Mimic, without a lot of constitution left, it is just going to try to bite ferociously twice at its target. The first attempt Of course, you attacked recklessly, so this is going to be an advantage.
Yes.
The first attempt is going to hit for 18.
It's the first roll, the acid, or the second one?
Let's see. Half of that is 3 plus 3 plus 8, so that is going to be 14 instead of 18.
Thank you.
And then a second attack at advantage, which is going to be a 19. And that is going to hit. And that is going to be... What happened there? Oh, I rolled a pseudopod attack instead of a bite attack. One sec here. Let me re-roll that. Roll at advantage. 16. I believe that's still going to hit.
Yep.
All right. A normal attack. The first one is a 3, which is halved, rounded down. So 1, 3, and 3 is 7. And that is its turn. And it is now Windveer Pendragon's turn.
Gonna bob my head out. Look at everybody, see the Zuggy boys, and just like... Alright. Second, the flute, play a little ditty, do, and I'm casting Healing Word at 2nd level for the Zuggy boys.
All right.
I love Speaker Minutes today.
Although,
You get
Kidding,
healed.
don't heal me.
11.
although you do remember that literally, I would say maybe 10 or 15 or 20 minutes ago, Orgoth totally razzed you, or I'm sorry, Zug totally razzed you and said, "Fuck you, Speaker Mans." So
I know. I'm gonna be lording it over him though. It's more for the fact of because of me healing him. It's just like I see. Chuck that one up. I'll be writing this down later. But afterwards, I'm going to do is look over the tiny one and call its mother a hamster.
all right. How wise is the tiny one, huh? Not very wise.
There we go.
You hear a meow.
Go back. Look over at Kester. Like, all right, Kester, can you remind of tally of 1?
Wait. Sorry.
Well, think of it as a little game.
You have me confused.
Never mind then. I'll explain later.
All right. Is that going to be your turn?
That's gonna be my turn.
All right. Orgoth, it is your turn.
I'll pull that out and look at it, and you know, when in those animes where the character will have like hard eyes, that's how Orgoth gets when he sees the little chest. And he's like, "Oh, so adorable."
Is it hopping up and down, trying to get rid of the hand axe from its tongue, and it's just kind of throwing its body left and right.
So adorable, but I have a duty to do. Zug, you really want to fight the big guy, the big chest?
Of course.
All right then.
You want me to leave the little one?
No, steadily he'll have to die.
Okay.
And this time it's gonna be chromatic orb at the right level.
At 3rd level?
Yeah.
Okay. You're targeting the Misfit Mimic.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and lay down your attack. At a 19, that is going to strike. As you begin to incinerate this monstrosity with 25 damage. In which case, Orgoth, what does this look like?
Well, since it's fire damage, I imagine the chest just burning to a crisp, sort of. Or to ashes.
All right. Your chromatic orb collides into it, and it ignites completely into flames. And it hops around and topples over on its side with its mouth sort of lazily hanging open, and its tongue flaps down in the ground. And as the fire begins burning into it, it slowly melts down into a puddle. And it is dead.
And then you'll just see Orgoth, like, coming back, crying a bit. Oh, it was so cute. Oh.
You're going soft, Torgoth.
Oh, it's you just see Winveer with two little fingers, and you hear a little bit of music with Prezi playing the world's smallest violin.
All right. In which case, that will be Orgoth's turn, and we move it on to Zug. Zug, it's just you and the big chest.
Zug is in his Super Saiyan mode right now, so
Okay.
he can dish out like 4 attacks. So he's going to look at this mimic and be like,
If you survive, I highly doubt it.
Okay, you got
"Oh, did my
Bardigan's spell.
internet go out? It was Foundry. Okay.
If you survive, I highly doubt it. You worthy to be the companion boxing match.
And he's just going to dish out 4 haymakers, one after the other, recklessly.
All right. That is going to hit. And you tell me, friend, what does this look like?
So Zug planned on punching 4 times, but when the thing dies in the first punch, he you can see just sadness in his face.
God damn it. Fuck.
And so, as you punch into its body, it completely gives out. It's almost as if your fist almost completely goes through it, but what ends up happening, it's sort of like punching a small trampoline. It just, you punch into it and it gives way to your fist, and then it propels itself and flies 5 feet back and then lands upon the ground completely deflated and dead. And that, my friends, is the end of battle.
Did I see the big guy spew out any loot?
You noticed the big guy did spew out loot. And as a matter of fact, with every single death, you're noticing as one of them is melting, one of them is deflating, one of them is in a bunch of pieces. The one that's in that was in a bunch of pieces begins oozing out a bunch of gold. The one that is deflated, the one that's melting away, is showing a whole bunch of gold. The one that you just destroyed is showing gold. And so it is time for everybody to roll a treasure hoard. Which case, I'm going to have everybody participate in the rolling for this. Given that you were the last individual to strike Zug, please roll a D100.
D100.
Oh, Zug specifically.
Oh, sorry.
Zug rolled a 41. In which case, Val, if I could have you roll 2d4.
Oh. Snake eyes.
Okay. If I could have Scoop roll 66.
Okay.
Okay. And then let's see. If I can have Winveer roll a 1d6. Six. Okay, so far, this is what you have. Amongst the treasure, there are piles of gold amongst a bunch of those chests. The amount of gold that it is going to total is 220 gold pieces. On top of that, there are two items, two art items, as a matter of fact. If I look correctly here, treasure table. Two art objects that are worth precisely 250 gold pieces. Now, what are they in particular? Art objects. Let's see what they are. I'm going to have Scoop roll a d10, and I'm going to have Valvari roll a d10.
God, okay. Oh.
Did my Foundry just like crash or something? Won't let me roll.
Interesting. I don't know.
You're not in the.
I am not
don't
sure
see-
what happened.
I don't see you in the foundry.
Yeah, I just lost connection. Someone else can roll the d10. I don't know what happened. Oh, there it goes. I got a 7.
A 7. So, based upon the result, we had one person roll 4, one person roll a 7.
Lucky 7s.
One of the items is a silver necklace with a gemstone pendant on it, and another one is a large, well-made tapestry, both of which are worth 250 gold pieces. So, who will take the tapestry and who will take the gemstone pendant?
There's no preference. Scoop would prefer the pendant.
All right. In which case, once you jump back in, feel free to throw that into your your journal. Yeah. Just write that up in your journal that you have a 250 gold piece gemstone pendant on a silver necklace, and the large, well-made tapestry will go to whoever wants to pick it up.
I think I'll take it.
Okay. Make sure that you write that on your journal as well. And
Already
that is just for gold and art objects. Aside from those two objects, you had 220 gold. However, Winveer went ahead and rolled 6 on how many times to roll on the magic table. However, it is magic table A, so it's we may as well roll 6 times on it. If I can have every individual person roll a D100, and then I will also roll a D100.
D100. 13, Jesus Christ.
All right, so we got
57.
So what do we have here? We have, let's see, anything below 50. Holy crap. 4 potions of healing. 1 spell scroll. No, so 4 potions of healing, 1 cantrip spell scroll, and 1 first level spell scroll. What I always find interesting is that there isn't usually a table for what spell the cantrip is, or what spell the first level spell is. So I will let you know in a few moments, but that is the collective amount of possessions that you have acquired from this encounter. So again, 4 potions of healing total, cantrip spell scroll, and a first level spell scroll. Who wants a potion of healing?
Scoop already has one, so
I'll have one.
anyone else that doesn't should
Taking
take
one.
Okay. In which case, I'm throwing it onto. Let me think here.
Yeah, Zug is gonna get one as well, but do a face that shows that he's ashamed.
Oh no, buddy. Just means you can keep fighting longer.
Because he's scarred after taking psychic damage
Oh,
and realizing it's not half.
Oh, well, that
oh
was
Jesus!
not. Yeah,
I am now just a potion of healing.
You were now just a potion of healing. You were.
I've been transformed.
Okay. So what I'll have instead of throwing that on, if I can have each of you go to your D&D Beyond, everybody except for Scoop, because I believe Scoop said not. Each of you add a potion of healing, and then I will let you know shortly what the first level spell scroll is and what the second level, or as what the cantrip spell scroll is and what the first level spell scroll is, as we're going. As we continue onward. Right. So, amongst the treasure that you have collected, and amongst the scattered remains of the mimics, what is it that you say, and what is it that you do?
Scoop, what did you do this time?
What are you complete? You just got paid. We just found a bunch of items. We're all alive. What do you mean what I did? I think I just helped us out.
Yes,
I'm gonna sleep.
but we were hoping to first at least take a short break to recuperate and then move forward.
Recuperate from what?
As I'm still holding up like a slightly singed cloak.
Oh, you guys got hit by that. Oh, you should just move next time. That's what I did. Yeah, you guys actually look pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, you should put some ointment on that.
We're going to. Till you decided to awaken them.
Wait, no. That is not what happened. I went into the room like we're supposed to do, and they all started attacking. Yeah. Kind of like you guys got attacked by that fire little Pokemon thing. I got attacked by a bunch of chests.
I don't know what you're saying anymore. Calm down.
Yeah, we'll saw or something, because I'm gonna go check more rooms.
We need to recuperate first, and then we check. And even still, we actually have a lead now.
All right,
Okay.
Ruffle. Let's go
Okay.
sit down for rest, shall we?
Trust me, if there's another room with chests, I won't go in it. I've learned my lesson.
Wait till everybody's on board before you open any more doors. I learned from a new associate. A lot of them are trapped.
All right. How long do I have to wait?
An hour.
Ugh, so boring. We're wasting so much time.
Ooh, Scoop, I've got something that might entertain you.
What?
want to help me design a tattoo?
Maybe.
Come on.
All
Okay,
right.
okay. Well, first, can I just make sure that room was cleared out? There was way more chests in there.
Yeah, fuck it, and I want to go with you. I don't want to see if there's anything there to loot.
All right, fine.
I'm just saying that there might be more stuff. Just quick in and out, quick adventure. 15 minutes tops.
Whoa.
Look back at Val and just like,
I got it, and I'm already just standing by the door with just my gun ready.
Oh! Watch out! I kind of put a trap there. Yeah, there's a bunch of ball bearings.
Buddy, I'm not going in. That's all you.
Now, I know there's probably nothing in here because we probably just got whatever. But
Wait a minute, the
Scoop's
fuck are you
still
doing out
checking.
here? You get your near-death ass back in the room and take a nap.
I have
Yeah,
to
you
make
listen to the boss.
Yes, I am the goddamn. My therapist say.
You're bleeding out onto the floor. Go take a nap. I'll watch his back.
Fine. I'll get everything ready.
Scoop is going to like jump over his own ball bearings and just investigate the rest of the room if there was anything just missing.
All right. I am restarting my foundry here, so I apologize for that.
Yeah. Val will actually
okay.
be like prepare an attack, basically. Like if anything does move, she's gonna shoot it immediately.
I guess while you're doing that, we can get started on the RP. What kind of tattoo are you thinking about?
I don't know yet. Something
I mean,
maybe either family related or gun related. We'll find out.
Like, I'm not too familiar with guns, so I mean that one might take a little bit longer because I've never actually held a gun. But you just want something basic. You don't want. He says thieves
I'm not
can't.
expecting my entire
good
back
stuff.
like fucking like tapestry shit. Nah. Just something little.
Okay. So something just basic, not the
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said like gun related or what's the other option?
Try encompassing the letter V in it somewhere.
Do you want like the letter V with like 2 sniper rifles as the lines?
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be pretty fucking dope. Okay.
Well, I mean, do you have like a favorite color or something?
Let's go classy, cute, black and white.
Oh, feeling edgy today. I see. I like it.
Yeah.
Any preference on place?
Somewhere it could be easily concealed. Last thing I use that is that I love tattoos, but the half the time they give you away on missions if you just so someone's like, oh wait, this is clearly this person, it's just on your fucking face or your wrist or something, you know?
I mean, it really depends. I have tattoos that can be as small as like a copper piece, to be honest.
Damn.
They actually shrink in size. I tried to give it to Windveer,
shit.
but he wasn't having it.
So it can have it massive and it shrinks.
Yeah. It's like a normal tattoo, but you can kind of control the size of it. It's great for hidden things. You'd be surprised at how many rich people like this shit.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, I might go center back piece then.
Well, I'm not saying that'd be more of the magical stuff. If you just want like a regular one, that's just going to stay the same size. But I mean, the back is probably a pretty good idea, unless you like to walk around with like backless shirts or something.
Not particularly. Kind of an easy target then half the time.
We'll put that down. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to do like double sniper rifles as a V, but I can put you first thing on my to-do list.
Cheers, appreciate it. What magic can you imbue into them then? Is it literally just aesthetic wise, or can it actually do anything?
You underestimate me. I have a wide range of tattoos, but they're not all easy to get the materials for.
Yeah. Any enhancing ability ones?
Of course, The scoop began with the letter S.
I had to check that then for a second. There, wait a minute.
It does.
Yeah,
I mean,
no shit.
there's a tattoo that Zug has. There's many different ones. I might have one or two that might be up your alleyway. But those ones are going to take a little bit more time. We're probably going to have to be at a much safer spot than kind of taking a short rest for something like that.
Yeah, that's fucking valid. What kind of shit do you need for it?
Well, I mean, magical tattoos aren't really common. I usually need to do a little back alley deals to get some of the materials for it. Obviously, there's paints and needles and stuff like that, but the real magic part of it, it's kind of hard to find that stuff.
Foundry has died for me entirely.
Oh, I'm not even on Foundry.
It's not even.
You'll have to restart Foundry because I needed to restart Foundry. So
I've restarted it like 6 times.
What? Is this not working?
It's just blank screen. It's like
That's probably because everyone is connecting again. So
yeah, it's where everyone just like chill.
Okay. Well, let's see here. I bet you I can take a chunk of this stuff and throw it into...
Nope, it's just grey. Okay, we'll give it a chance.
Let's see.
Might just take a quick second.
Export to Compendium. Let's export some of this stuff to Compendium. Okay. Let's export that to Compendium. Snake Eyes are watching. Let's export that to Compendium. I am removing some things, so hopefully, hopefully that works. Compendium. Export to Compendium. Well, what's funny is that it didn't actually get rid of the maps. It just... I gotta check something out really quick. So if I export to a compendium, a folder, does it include all of the stuff in the folder, or did it just send the folder itself? That would be really dumb if that was the case. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, it saved everything. Okay. That's good. So now I can perma remove some of this stuff. Yep. 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 My hope is that if I do this, it will make your loading experience... Oh, but
I'm in. Fuck yeah.
It'll make the loading experience smoother for everybody.
Yeah, I'm also waiting just so I know as soon as everyone tries to load, it makes it take longer.
Oop. Delete. Just deleting everything. Delete, 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 delete. Hopefully I don't actually perma lose stuff.
While we're dealing with like Foundry shit,
yep.
Are those 220 GP divided by 5, or did someone take it?
If you would want me to divide that by 5, I could certainly.
I was asking more the group, I guess, because
44 each.
How much?
44 each.
44
each.
I think.
Okay. So in which case, I've cleared out Foundry a bit here. What I could do, I'm gonna do for the last time, is boom, exit out and then jump back in because I bet you the cash for it will be a little
God damn
lighter
it,
now. I'm
not again.
sorry. I'm just gonna make sure. Just gonna make sure.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 do. And now we wait again.
Now we're waiting again. Okay. Well, I can at the very least do a little bit of do a little bit of discussion or dialogue. Kester is going to sort of reappear and look around and be like, "Are those I there was a lot of commotion. Is everything okay?"
Everything's fine. Just a couple of chests decided to come alive.
Oh, you didn't manage to go into one of those vacant rooms, did you? Oh.
All the vacant rooms have those?
Well, I mean, that one does. But thing is that the vacant rooms, of course, nobody actually stays in them. But the thing is that they've been broken into a while ago. That when I say broken into, by other magical means, by some of the students, they were able to break into them, and they're often just used for storage. Sometimes just stuff that they got their hands on that they didn't want others to be caught for. There's a couple rooms are like that. I mean, if you ran into mimics, it's definitely something somebody would probably be experimenting with. Don't get me wrong. Well, I mean, here's the yeah, I mean, you're totally right about these rooms. Some of them are just, I mean, I have no clue. I have no clue what to expect in any of them. I know I know a lot of the people. So, I mean, if you have a question or two, it might help, but the thing is that, in preparation for that, the infestation, alarms were being sounded everywhere when they were caught initially. And so the students started scrambling around trying to get to rooms. And a couple people were shouting to try to set up traps and things of that nature, just in case they found ways, into people's rooms for any reason. And I don't. That's what prompted me to come into here and finish my experiment. I guess I was the only. I had to choose myself as a live subject, and it was successful.
Most of the other rooms are going to be trapped beyond all belief.
I mean, not all of them, but I would not trust anything at this point. I mean, the thing is that, like, our class, we were just a wild bunch. The thing is that, like, the first number of months, the professors, they tried to just kind of shove us into their culture and make us learn what they wanted to learn. They wanted us to learn. A lot of it was just boring generals and stuff. It was only a matter of time that the intermediate mages, those wild one mages. I don't know if you ran into any of them or if you know any of them.
You mean like Ushan?
Ushan, yeah. I don't know him personally, but I heard about him. They're sort of at the cusp of how a bunch of us were able to get our hands on stuff we weren't allowed to. So, many of the professors just had us doing so much boring paperwork, and a handful of us were just like, to hell with that. Magic takes place in reality. It doesn't take place in books and homework.
Actually, unironically enough, Ushan's one of the survivors we met.
So he is still alive.
Well, he's crafty enough. I'll give him that.
Ooh. This might be my opportunity to finally join the Wild Ones. That sounds exciting. Hopefully, if he's still accepting members.
You know, at this point, they probably are.
Yeah? I guess it makes sense, given everything that's happened. Anyhow, I don't particularly want to be in this room for longer than I need to. I've been in this room for months.
Understand that. Just waiting for the others to show back. We take a little bit of, take a quick rest. After that, we'll get going, because right now we're in no position to actually be able to move forward. I would, however, need your expertise when trying to find the Hallmaster's office in order to be able to actually see, because what I've initially heard from our associate Ushan is that apparently Hallmaster Kendrick is still alive.
His office is going to be at the top of the tower. So, if that's where you're going, then we're going to have to, that's where we're going to need to go.
Where are the other two?
We will see right this moment. So, you two, as you were talking Chop, what is it that you are saying and doing, Scoop, as you are inside of this room?
I assume as he's kind of looking through, we're just talking about tattoos and what we were doing before, but he just wants to investigate if there's anything else in this room that's hopefully not a mimic that might have been missed before he goes back and sits down for the rest.
All right. In which case, roll an investigation.
I am still loading in, but I will roll it on D&D Beyond.
Really? Oh.
I just started to load back in.
Okay.
I was just preparing an attack just in case to shoot.
I got a 12 for investigation.
12 for investigation. As you go around the room very cautiously, you are able to open a bunch of the other chests. All of the other chests are unlocked. However, you get the sense that the ones that were mimics were the only ones that had items in them. You don't know what necessarily you don't have no idea who was responsible for putting mimics in here. You don't know why only the mimics had gold in them. The other ones were empty, but I don't know. It makes sense that perhaps the other ones were, these other chests were possible candidates for being used as mimics in one at one point or another. So that said, I can't really say more because you weren't part of the conversation. But yeah, it doesn't quite it makes maybe a little bit sense that, like, okay, but yeah, there's just no other gold or any treasure in here.
Okay. So I guess Scoop kind of clears the room. He'll look back at Val. All right, it looks like there's nothing else in here. I think we got everything.
Excellent. So having stepped out, you and Volvari.
All right. Let's go back.
Are you sure? I mean, the doors are right there.
Mate, let's not fucking risk it. I don't want to waste the bullets.
Could always use dagger. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta go get mine. Scoop will run over and get the dagger that he threw that he missed before just heading it into the room with everyone.
All right.
Won't let me move.
It won't let you move. Why is it? It keeps not letting people
Thank
move.
you. No, you bitch.
Yeah, it's lagging just a little bit.
Now go in.
Okay. So with everybody in, is the intent for everybody to take a long rest?
Short rest.
Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. Short rest. All right. In which case, go ahead and take a short rest. And just for roleplay sake, kind of going down the list, starting with Orgoth. What do you imagine you will be doing for this short rest, Orgoth?
Oh, he'll pretty much be sleeping.
All right, taking a nap. Winveer.
I'm gonna be playing a song because I'm gonna be playing Song of Rest, which means everybody gets a +6 to re-rolling their hit dice.
Yeah.
Did you already roll the Song of Rest?
Well, it's not a roll itself. You
Huh?
roll the d6. It's just not showing up to it.
Oh, I always played as like the bard rolls it for everyone. But okay, we'll roll the d6.
All right. Draco Robshaw is going to roll back hit points. That is all.
6 for each.
9 out of 16. So Draco is still injured. Scoop, what do you imagine you're doing over the short rest?
He's not very injured. So he's kind of taken out his sketch pad and kind of drawn what just happened with the mimics. This will be a great tale to like tell someday. And he kind of, his journal is like his sketch pad of all the things he's seen and done. So everyone's kind of resting. He's just up, kind of just drawing all the different ones.
Okay, gotcha. Zug, what do you imagine you're doing over the short rest?
Zug's been out. He's just snoring on the bed or wherever he is because I'm really lagged out right now. But he's maybe. Let me see at the screen. Where is that? Oh, he's just on the floor, just slumped.
All right. Draco is going to be sort of just kind of sitting in the corner a little bit. Their inventory, they have. There's just going to be marveling their Graven Edge and just kind of like playing around with it, maybe practicing just a little bit, not strenuously. Then Val, of course, you don't necessarily need to take any sort of short rest. So what do you imagine you are doing over the course of the next couple hours?
Val's just kind of sat there. I think this is the first moment they've had to really do, rather than like passing out from exhaustion or just like resting or talking about plan. She's just kind of sat there and finally letting everything that's happened over the last. How long has it been since they entered this place? Like a day, 2 days?
I would say collectively. I mean, you spent like a full rest of time. Yeah, you spent a full rest of time in the Undercroft. I would say
it's been like a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a long 24 hours. She's just kind of letting it all sink in, basically realized I have used or tapped into that fucking God's magic more in these 24 hours than I have in my entire goddamn life. I'm racking up a debt, and she's just there, like, fuck me running. And it's all fucking, like, just sinking in of everything that's happening. And everything she's had to do.
Understood. So, in which case, with your moment of decompression and reflection and everybody else's rest and decompression, it is now 2 hours later. And in which case, what is next on the agenda?
Well, next is to figure out where the headmaster is.
I mean, there's definitely more rooms. I mean, are we checking out the rest of the stuff here, or can we go?
Wouldn't hurt to look around.
Yeah, let's find more
You-
chests.
I mean, you tell it to the
more.
people that got fireballed. It could definitely hurt to look around.
Kester's gonna say, there's nothing in this room that I'll miss. Let's leave, please.
All right. Oh, all right. Well, shall we be off then?
Let's
Is
boogie.
it doing the thing again where it's moving both of you? Okay, I'll put you next to each other so it's easier.
As I grab Kester, put him, attach him to my belt. You ready to start moving again?
Please, let's get out of here.
All right.
Neither
Now
way.
moving
Let's hit that elevator. Let's go up.
that
Where the fuck are we?
that seems to be the problem.
Wait, if the elevator's not working?
No, it only works halfway.
That's why we're heading to the head hall master. Like I said, we got a report from Ushan that he's still is still within his office.
Well, if his office is at the top, I mean, the only way to get up there is the elevator.
Seems like we just need to get the elevator working. We need the other half.
Well, I hope you know where there's another way to activate the elevator.
Well, I'm gonna pull out the map.
Yeah, we got to find someone with an alchemist lab or something.
Alchemist lab.
Yeah. I want to go check out room 32 as he points on the map that Winvir puts out.
Room 32.
Yeah.
Oh, I never talked. Huh. That's interesting. Most of the people I know are on this side of the building. I'm sort of regional like that. But I never actually got a clear chance to take a look at the I'm gonna pop up the map here just so everybody can see it. Just show the picture, show to all.
Ooh.
Yeah, I never actually talked to Eroga much, but I know that that's her room.
Yeah, I need to go there.
Okay. Well, let's try to chart a course. Let's go.
This way seems to be gone. We can look back at the others. Well, I do know is the other door seemed to be open as well. We go back to the elevator room. Take the other door. Should have it open there.
Well, okay.
Wait. If you've been here, what's in those other rooms?
Well,
Room 17 to 18.
let's see, 17, 18. From what I know, let's see, Melodia, she's in room 17. Room 18 is Hobrubble. Hobrubble, he deals a lot with explosives. That's definitely his strong suit.
I mean, I'm down to look if there's a chance to get explosives, but I know that might not be your guys' thing anymore. As he looks at like the fire spirit.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I mean, it doesn't matter to me because
I'm not talking to you. You're just a lamp.
Ouch. Okay. Well, I'll keep to myself then.
Good. And don't fireball us again.
Little rude.
Hey, he fireballed all of you guys. I think he deserves it.
Touche.
Yeah, especially the kid.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy's a kid killer.
Oh dear. We're doing this again. Okay. And he's
Fucking
gonna
monster!
he's gonna turn back into normal flame.
Don't mind them. I'll be here.
We're gonna make this guy have a
Alright.
breakdown.
In that case,
My fucking monster.
You weren't here for that.
No, I wasn't. I'm just riding on and going, yeah, this is fucking hilarious.
Scoop, you can go. Scoop, you can go check it for a quick second. Don't take too long, and don't get yourself killed. Afterwards, we gotta head over for the alchemist.
In the meantime, Orgoth, you do have I will just say because Orgoth is the weird wizard. Orgoth is holding on to both spell scrolls. I know what the spell scrolls are. However, it will take a little bit of effort to understand what those spell scrolls are.
I'll tag with Scoop and do the same thing I was doing before, just at the door with the gun.
Since he mentioned explosives as he goes to the door, he is definitely checking this drawer for traps.
Yeah.
All right. In which case, go ahead and investigate the door.
You know, one of these days I'm gonna get a decent investigation check, but until that happens, I'm just gonna keep blindly opening doors.
You are not. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's
Yikes.
any trap or anything associated with this.
It's
door.
safe, dog. Just go.
All right, Scoop puts in the key that he has and opens the door.
All right. So you know how I said that through the voice of Kester Bramble that Hob Rubble dealt with explosives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want you to make a dexterity saving throw as you realize there is in fact no room here, and you are in a huge gust of wind is immediately drawing you out.
Okay.
Can I advance? Because I was preparing for anything. Could I run forward and just try to give assistance, pull him back?
I think so. Scoop rolled 24.
Okay.
Scoop, you're gonna end up doing that you're standing. Oh, I would say cinematically, you would probably run forward and grab him. But Scoop is doing that thing where he's standing on the edge and he's moving his body in such a way to keep his balance. As you find out that there is no more room here. It has been blown to bits, and there is just black char all over the wall to your north, and there's barely even anything left of the structure. Clearly, during the infestation, this person decided to, kamikaze himself.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Metal.
All
Went
right,
out the steps.
Scoopa closes that door.
But I had taken a step forward and then realized, no, he's got it, and then took a step back again.
I'm starting to hate this place.
Yeah.
As he starts walking back, hair frazzled. He's going to start picking his hair out as he walks back.
Yep.
Disappointed.
1 star on Yelp, would not recommend.
As he's going back, he does want to say in Thieves' Cant to Val.
You yeeted into a room. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I can't do jack. It's glitching like hell, this game.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Help me. Help me.
It's just lagging a bit. It takes a while for stuff to happen.
Okay. So that is going to be a task for me. I'm going to be doing. I feel like I said this once before, but hey, listen. Okay, so we're gonna make this critical. I'm gonna go down to the Project Aurora Discord. I'm going to go all the way down to session chat, and I'm going to write in big capital letters with bold, clean up the goddamn boundary.
While we're doing that, on the way back, I just want to do something really quick with Scoop. He wants to say
Okay.
thieves can't to Val. What's up with the wings?
None of your business, I say back in thieves can't.
Scoop shrugs. Fair enough. He just keeps on walking.
All right. And onward you walk.
So long story short, it's just a prank, bro. There's no room. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
All right then.
Okay.
Walking forward.
Each of you go forward. And what is the location that you are heading towards?
We're going back to the elevator room to go to the other door on the other side.
Okay.
I mean, there's so many rooms and doors in here. I don't
all
want
together, correct? Is that what you're
Yes.
doing? Okay. So
unless someone else wants to go somewhere else. Scoop has been wanting to go to room 32 since we've gotten here.
Which one's room 32?
That's the alchemist room. It's on the other side, top north.
Oh, there could be some good shit there.
okay, as you all begin moving down the hallway, you've certainly opened it and explored a handful of rooms in the southwestern portion. But of course, this is a veritable maze of many different rooms. You are just trying to find your way to a particular room. It seems to you like you, of course, with the key that you have available, you have the capability of investigating pretty much any room here. But balancing that opportunity with the resources that you have, resources including time, is a matter of your mission. Of course, free as you are to spend as much time as possible investigating the rooms about.
Yeah,
There is one
get
in
over there.
particular that you have purpose in. And as you approach those doors,
I don't remember if these doors are locked or not.
go ahead and investigate.
Just a taunt at this point.
It is. Hey!
You investigate these doors. These doors very similar to every other door on this floor, where it has a well, there's an exception to these doors. Most of the doors all across have keyholes. They are doors that are absolutely sealed shut magically. But many of them are able to accept that this magic key that you were able to obtain. However, not only are these doors both locked, there is no keyhole. You will actually notice that the double set of doors on either side of the room that you are in are without keyholes. And it does seem that legitimately these doors are flat out locked via arcane means. And that it does occur to you clearly that obviously these rooms exist. They exist on the other side of these doors, but there must be another way to get over there.
Okay. I guess Scoop kind of relays that information. Unless someone has magical means to open this door, can't do anything about it. There's nothing to pick.
Zug has magical punches.
I'm pretty sure you tried that, and last time the door punched back.
Yeah.
That's why I like it.
Well, we could go back. I think one of the center rooms might actually have the key. Couldn't go north, so.
Okay. So it seems that from what you understand of your situation, there are many rooms, but it doesn't seem like there is a direct route to the room that you want to go. So the route must be through perhaps one of the other rooms you have yet to investigate.
All right. Well, looks like we're gonna have to keep checking rooms over here.
I'm gonna hold up my little fiery friend again and just go point at the map and be like, Kester. As they lay down the map just to see if he's able to see it. So we haven't checked any of the middle rooms. Who in here would most likely be crafty enough or responsible enough to be able to have a key to open onto the eastern wing?
Kester will reappear as a face within the flame, and will look and will say, well, if that way is blocked, I mean, to make things easy, I think my next door neighbor had something. The thing is that so my next door neighbor, Benedict Serpentwind, he seemed to. It was odd because I remember certain days he would go into his room, but clearly my room is further down the hall from him. He would have needed to pass by my room, and especially on the days where I left my door open, I would have noticed him. But I remember there are certain days where I left and he was already elsewhere. I have a hunch. You might want to check my next door neighbor.
Right then. Look back at everybody else. Well, you heard the flame. I guess we have to go. I guess you have to go back. All right. Come on, everybody.
For
Fucking
ease,
magic.
Yeah, for ease, do you want me to manually transport everybody over there?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yep.
Please.
My computer can't take the lag.
All right,
Nope.
everybody stay still. Stop manipulating.
Sorry, I was already on. I was already on the way over.
Oh yeah, I buffered a lot of movement.
Oh yeah, the movement is definitely showing a bunch of lag. Think. All right.
Going fast.
Not magic teleportation.
In my head, we are all Naruto running right now. The whole gang.
Okay. I'll
Which
leave you
one
guys
is
there.
not Naruto running?
Fully like formation style, like yes.
Yep. In my head, he is.
All right. Feel free to move at your will.
All right. Well, as I look over at Scoop and Scoop, mostly Scoop, having the key, you mind giving it a go?
Wait, which room? The one next to him or the one across?
The one next to him.
Oh, that the one. He's gonna speak up real quick. The one west of me.
Look, I don't know. I don't know which way is north. The Scoop is gonna just unlock both of them. Wait, no, he unlocked this one originally because Bala was supposed to enter it, and then Bala never did.
Bala never
this
did, correct. So that one
Yeah,
was
because that's when the fireball
unlocked.
stuff happened. So that one's unlocked. So Scoop will come over and unlock this door here as well.
Okay. You go ahead and unlock it. You see a room where there
What
is
the fuck
a bed.
is this?
Where there's a
Sorry.
bed on the side of the room, you do see it's
Yep.
an interesting sight because it seems like this room is has been very specifically arranged in such a way for a very particular purpose. There are 3 skulls that seem to be glowing green eyes out of them, and one small brazier with green flame that doesn't seem to be flickering out at all. And in the center, there is a chair. It's a wooden chair with 3 different mirrors on either side of it.
Someone's gonna have the same routine, gun waiting.
Wait, no. Mirrors are the way we like teleported here in the first place. I think we have to use these mirrors.
Pull back my little friend again. I think we figured out how your friends, how your roommate, how your neighbor decided to teleport.
Hey, Orgoff. What do these magic skulls mean?
Hold on, let me look.
This looks like the type of magic you would deal with.
Can I do an Arcana check on it, or?
Yeah, go ahead and do an Arcana check.
Scoop would help. He's proficient in Arcana.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Provide advantage to Orgoth, and he will roll, and Orgoth will roll once more for advantage. 14. Okay. So between the two of you, as you are sort of investigating the position of the brazier and the position of the skulls, it's interesting. So the configuration is such where, okay, so somebody is obviously supposed to be sitting in that chair. These skulls, these are the skulls of jackalopes. And the brazier in the center is sharing the same eyes is sharing the same light as what is in the eyes. Based upon this configuration, they're all acting as a magical conduit of sorts. And it is necessary for somebody to sit into the chair and to just focus on the conduit, especially for Orgoth. There are very specific rituals and their functionality. This is definitely one where a layperson can interact with that ritual. If one were to sit in the chair and commit their mental focus into the flame, then something should happen. You don't quite know what exactly. The Arcana check that you've rolled has not supplied that to you. However, you most certainly are in a position to guess that focusing on the green flame will allow you to interact with that ritual. And if it makes sense based upon Kester's description of what he had seen, perhaps an individual may find a route of some sort to appear elsewhere.
Orgoth will pretty much go, all right, no sound, please. I'm gonna try something out. And he'll be sitting there. Oh, on the chair.
Okay. Granted, what also from what little Arcana the Arcana check provides. 1 from what little the Arcana check provides, you know that rituals like this require a certain level of concentration. That level of concentration can go awry if the concentration isn't very good. So, in which case, are you going to interact with the ritual?
Yes.
Okay.
Would Zug be able to use the help action on him since he too has been exposed to a lot of like rituals?
Nah, this is going to be an individual person individually interacting.
All right.
So, Orgoth, you approach the wooden chair. And as you approach this wooden chair, you sit down. From looking at each of the mirrors, you can see a reflection, of yourself in each one. But the focus seems to be on you. And so, as you begin to interact with the ritual, you stare into the flame, providing your mental attention into it. In which case, I will need you to roll an intelligence ability check. Not a skill check, just flat out intelligence.
All right.
23. As you are staring into the flame, all three of the skulls begin lighting up. And they are all facing a particular point in the air. As you are staring into the green flame, you realize that the green flame is at the epicenter. From your line of sight, it's at the epicenter. It's propped up at the epicenter of where all three of the skulls are staring. And you start seeing this swirling cloud begin to emerge. And this swirling cloud becomes larger and larger. And in some cases, that's a little bright. In some cases, it actually no, let's do roiling mass.
My eyes.
The hand of God has ascended onto that room.
My eyes!
I need a swirling vortex. There we go. That's what I wanted. It actually begins to pulsate, and it begins spinning into existence. And there are little bits of electricity that begin to buzz and sizzle in the air. And as you stare into it, you can feel your presence being imitated in each of the mirrors. From the corner of your eye, you see as your form almost instantly flies forward from the mirror to your left. And then out of the corner of your other eye, the mirror to your right, your form flies forward. And then all of you notice, as you feel, Orgoth, your body lurches forward into the center of this thing. And you vanish.
I guess Orgoth will just go, "What?" and then vanish.
All right. Because you rolled a 23, you are going to arrive precisely at the intended destination. Of which I will show you on the map as I bring your token back. I would need to do it this way instead of dragging you. Otherwise, it'll just reveal the rest of the map. You are here. As you find yourself being thrown through a tunnel, a tunnel that is of swirling clouds, and lightning arcing all around you. And you end up finding yourself at the other side of this tunnel. And as you are thrown through to the other side of this tunnel, you find yourself flying backwards into the seat. As the seat rocks back and forth as you strike it. But, of course, while the force that you strike this seat would be enough for you to be thrown against the wall, the seat appears to catch you perfectly.
Oh, this is trippy.
All right. I may as well add that there just so that there's a representation of it. And so you're in a room that you realize it's not the same room because the other people are not here, but you can definitely tell there are small differences that indicates that this is a different room. But it looks like it is formatted in the exact same configuration as the room that you were just in.
Interesting. Can he like move and look around, or does he still need to sit in a chair?
You
focus?
can move and look around. You do realize that your companions probably have no idea where you went exactly. But you can certainly move around and investigate the room.
Is there a parchment on the floor, or
there is a notebook.
I can't seem to open it. Oh, there we go.
All right. And you see in a note, it says Experiment 3E. Amazing. It seems that with these mirrors, I've been able to replicate what some of the intermediate mages have been speculating for years. Teleportation via mirror. It's not exactly groundbreaking. I've heard some rebellious types in the intermediate class have been doing it to access some sort of undercroft. Maybe I could prove my worth to them by appearing out of the blue. A surefire way to gain their respect, but there's so much more experimenting to do. I'm clearly not ready for that amount of distance yet. Written by Benedict Serpentwind.
And that Orgoth will pretty much investigate the mirror, see if there's a way to bring the others in.
Yeah, go ahead and investigate. Or you roll an Arcana check from the side. Okay. With a 19, you've established that everything about this ritual is stable and it's two-way. But, however, it doesn't seem like there is any sort of way or mechanism for you to assist somebody through. It is very much designed for an individual to focus on the flame and let the flame and the ritual do the rest. However, you can travel back.
Orgoth will still be thinking and going like, shit. How do I tell Zuck to focus on one thing? Well, let's give it a try. And he sits back on the chair.
Okay. Since you were successful the first time, no additional roll is needed. You've basically mastered it. And are you going to focus and head back to the other side?
Yep.
Okay. So you do the same, and the tunnel opens. What the other group has noticed is that your friend has been thrown into this portal or this tunnel built of cloud and disappeared. What is everybody's reaction as this happens?
Well, he didn't say what he was doing. Who's getting in the chair next?
just one sec. I can see if I can message him. Just actually, no, never mind. That's a bad idea.
Nah, Orcman's got a stick, you know. I gotta save him.
And Zug's gonna save him.
Stay right there, Scoop, and roll a dexterity saving throw as Orgoth is going to get thrown right into the seat that is on the other side of you.
So all the dexterity saves.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's a lot of them this session. Okay. So, Orgoth, you end up flying out and you strike right into Scoop. For how much force damage is that going to be? 2d6 for 4 damage. As you basically like tackle into Scoop, and both of you end up colliding with the chair. The chair doesn't budge, but what ends up happening is that Scoop is thrown backwards into the chair, and you are thrown backwards into Scoop onto his lap.
What the? Oh, this chair is getting weirder than I remember.
What the fuck are you doing? Get off of me!
Oh, shit! The chair can talk like Scoop now.
No, I am Scoop. Get off of me, you dumb orc!
Oh, sorry.
I couldn't breathe for a second.
At least you're lucky I didn't let out a fart.
Oh god. Oh, I gotta throw up. Get me out of here. Oh.
I've been holding the lantern the entire time. Just been like, enjoyed that show?
All right, now you guys need to sit there and focus.
The fuck is that?
Go puke on this guy's bed.
Just look at the green flame and imagine it's Mogus talking to you.
What? Say that again. Sorry, I was paying attention to a flight.
Imagine it's the fire of Mogus. Set your orcish arse in there.
Wait. What happened to you? Where did you go?
I teleported to the other room. That's exactly like this one, except maybe a bit smaller and uglier.
Where'd you go? Like, what room?
I'm not sure which room it is, but it worked.
I'm gonna try it out.
I mean, if you got to the other side, couldn't you just like unlock the door for us?
No. Do I look like a rogue to you?
Does have a point.
All right, fine. I guess all of us are gonna fry our brains on this chair. That sounds like a better idea.
Yeah, go for it.
I can't move my token, but Zug would have seated by this moment.
All right. So you are going to sit in the seat. And the instruction from Orgoth is to focus your mind on the green flame.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna imagine that the flame is the bigger man's, and just stare at it.
Okay. So, imagining that the flame is the bigger man's, I want you to roll a intelligence ability roll. Flat out intelligence. So that's just a D20 for you.
I clicked it. I have no idea what I rolled though.
Oh, there wasn't a roll that came up. Do you want me to roll it for you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. That is a 13.
I'm going to use my. Oh, I don't have any inspiration. Never mind.
You still have your 1d4, I think.
Let me see. I have 1d4 potion. I don't have inspiration.
Oh, you have a. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, with a 13, you stare into the flame. And that tunnel begins to open. It sputters a little bit, but then it begins opening up further and further. And the entrance becomes large enough to fit a big man such as yourself. And you feel your chair begin to shake. You're doing your absolute best to focus on this thing. And all of a sudden, to your left and to your right, you can see your form in either mirror lurch forward, one after the other. And then suddenly, you feel yourself lurch forward and into the tunnel. And you find yourself flying through the air. Flying through a tornado of wind, gusts, and clouds, and lightning pulsating and arcing all around you. I'm going to just put you down here for now, and I will let you know what happens. Now comes the next individual. Who's going next?
I
On
might have a
Ruffles,
better...
you're up.
Who's going next?
I am.
Okay. All right. In which case, Winvir, please roll an intelligence ability check. Nine.
Oh. Shit.
As you stare into the flame, at first it begins to sputter. It doesn't quite take hold at first. You end up taking your monocle off to help with your to loosen distractions. And you see, with some dedicated effort, it begins to open further and further. And you see the visage of yourself on the left and on the right lurch forward one by one, and your chair begins to shake. And you can feel yourself propel forward directly into the mouth of this tunnel. And I will set you here for the time being. Who is next?
Fuck it.
Ladies first.
All right. As you sit down, Valvari, roll an intelligence ability check.
So fucked. Yeah, that's about right.
Okay. The same thing happens. Visages to your left and right lurch forward. The chair rocks, and you are thrown forward. I will put you next to Winvir. Scoop. You and Draco are the only two individuals that have not engaged with this ritual.
I assume you're taking the kid with you, or Goth.
I mean, he'll have to sit.
I'll go next.
All right.
This looks like fun.
Just
Okay.
focus on the flame.
All right, so Draco sits. Draco stares into the flame. And you can see that his face sort of like scrunches, like he's really trying to focus. He's going to roll an intelligence ability check. 10. As the same thing happens, he sees the visage to his left throw itself forward. And instantly it's like, whoa! He looks to the other side, and his visage is thrown forward. And the chair begins to rock, and suddenly he is thrown forward into the tunnel. I will set Draco next to Winvir and Volvari. Last but not least is Scoop.
Scoop goes and he stands on top of the chair, looks at the fire.
All right, so you're going to stand on top of the chair versus sit.
Yeah.
You'll notice that it does seem to have something very specific to do with the position of the flame and the position of where the skulls are staring. When you're standing, it doesn't quite line up.
Oh, God, fine. Scoop squats.
All right. So you squat, not sit, but it's level. So go ahead and roll an intelligence ability check. That is a 6.
Wait, so you're telling me Zug rolled better than you guys?
Yeah, come on, guys.
The tunnel begins to appear. However, it almost seems to malform for a moment. It becomes wide, and it becomes tall. And it becomes, for a moment, it almost looks like it's two separate tunnels. As a matter of fact, yes, it has split into two separate tunnels. Something is very different. As you are trying to focus into the flame, that focus does not seem to be enough. It's enough to start up the ritual, but the ritual seems to be very confused about the destination. And so, the question is 50-50. As you see one of your vestiges, the one on the left, propel forward, and you can see just the reflection that it has entered into the left tunnel, and the one on the right propels itself into the right tunnel. Your chair shakes, and you are looking between both of the tunnels, trying to figure out which one to focus on.
So Scoop goes to the left. He's left-handed.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to roll to see which one it is. It is the right one. Oh, that's
I prefer the wrong one.
All right. And you are thrown forward
Easy.
into the tunnel. And I will set you here. Orgoth, are you going to interact as the final individual?
Yep.
Okay. As before.
Again, or...
Nope. You have done it once, so you know what the feeling of interacting with this ritual is. Your vestiges propel forward, and you propel forward into the tunnel. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session, as you will find out what happens precisely with each of you next session.
We're all dead.
I think
Tales
half
of
the group
SEGLESIA.
went to Narnia.
I think Orgoth is like the only one there.
But it's like snakes and ladders, we get sent right back to the very beginning of the fucking place.
Yeah, you crash land on the Gif Yankee leader.
Oh, good lord.
God.
Yeah, this once it said intelligence, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be terrible if we all try to do this. We should just try to get that door unlocked."
I just can't believe Zog rolled better than you.
You know
Hey,
it's bad when Doug's got the highest fucking score.
The dice want what the dice want.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. And that is the true magic of Dungeons and Dragons, my friend. And I do want to thank all of my players tonight. I want to thank all of the viewers that tuned in to see what tonight's actions and shenanigans were. Our roster is as follows. Phoenix V playing as Orgoth.
Amogus.
Ambrose playing as Zug.
Reckless attack.
Damn it. We got Black Man Inc. playing as Scoop.
This is fine.
We have Magpie 18 playing as Volvari.
We're all gonna die.
And then we have Dr. Squiggums playing as Winveer.
Gonna be fine.
With special guest Draco Robshaw and new NPC Kester Bramble. So that is going to be the end of our session. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm going to do the traditional thing. I'm going to leave my players be for a moment, let them decompress and talk between one another. And I will guide the viewers of the stream on a quest of raiding into another stream. It has been a pleasure and a privilege, and I, Chaotic and Writer, will see y'all in the next episode. So, my esteemed players, say goodbye to our viewers.
Bye-bye.
Winveer has a kick me sign on his back.
That's right, you still have the kick me sign on your back. I don't think you ever got rid of it.
Nope. He has to wait till next session.
Probably got rid of it as soon as we went to the rest.
Nope, it's still there. I put another one on.
All right, so I'm going to meet y'all real quick. Boom. Hello, everyone. Again, thank you very much for tuning in. It's a fun little session. There's still a whole bunch of the Arcanist Inquisition headquarters that is ahead of us. But of course, how much really depends on the really depends on the players. We are on an adventure together as DM and players and as DM and characters. But now is the time for us to engage in that age-old tradition of gathering together the troops and engaging upon a raid. I would like to thank everybody that has viewed. I would like to thank a couple people that have committed raids. Most recently, Sensei Suplex. Thank you very much for the raid. This stream is a part of the Rolling Together stream team. Being that it is part of this stream team, it is customary of myself to support our fellow actual play podcast Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop gaming streamers. It is a wide-ranging, diverse, and well-connected community. If you have an opportunity to interact, if you have an opportunity to get to know any of the streamers within the tabletop space on Twitch or on YouTube, I highly recommend it. All fantastic people. Join their Discords, say hello, support their channels. It's a fun time. We are going to raid into Phoenix Iwaki, friend of the stream and a supporter and member of the Rolling Together stream team. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to brandish your weapons and I want you to prepare your spells because we are about to go into the great beyond. We are about to engage into a Phoenix Iwaki raid. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into tonight's session. Phoenix Iwaki is in the middle of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. So once you have reached Beyond the Witchlight, I want you to support Phoenix Iwaki. And not just Phoenix Iwaki, but Phoenix Iwaki's members, Phoenix Iwaki's players. Drown in follows, provide subscriptions, say hello, whatever you feel is necessary. So, let us begin the raid, my friends. Oh, that's an invalid username. I must have mistyped it. I guess that is Phoenix Iwiki. No, that's not how you pronounce it. It's Phoenix Walkie. A raid has been begun. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in to tonight's session. You can catch Tales of SEGLESIA every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. You could also catch me on Sundays during my world building stream around the same. No, actually, sorry. It's about 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. Thank you, everybody, for engaging in tonight's session. Everybody have a fantastic evening. Whew.
Scroll and the scrolls over to the Rob.
To who?
Welcome back.
Be the one with the
The child.
Hello.